Is
Hey
that
guys, hey, I want to welcome you guys to my Facebook Live today. I actually got LT Money with me. We and LT actually met about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, guys. As you guys been following me, a lot of you, I like to connect with other networkers. I like to connect with people that's actually out here building teams in the industry. LT been around the game for a long time. He shared some really powerful stories with me about how he got started in the industry. And today, he's actually just going to share a little bit of his story. He's awesome. Look at that. His last name is Money. I mean, that's what it's about. If you're in network marketing, guys, it's about making money and changing lives. Not only making money for yourself, he holds the same passion I hold about helping other people make money. So LT Money, tell them a little bit about your background, your story, and what was you doing? What was you doing before network marketing, though, before you got in the industry?
Well, before I got in the industry, I was in the military. I actually, like a lot of people, served the country. I was in the military. I had the chance to travel around the world, meet extraordinary people, do some extraordinary things. But what I saw everywhere I traveled, from Africa, Japan, to wherever it may have been, was that I saw people that lived their best life, had the best of things, more time, more opportunities to spend with their family, to do more, be more, have more, were the entrepreneurs, the investors, and things like that. And when I got out of the military, I had the opportunity I answered an ad, and the ad said basically hygienists earning dental hygienist earning $100,000 a year. She was 23 years old. She's in a very popular company today, still with that company, one of the top income earners in that company. I went to a meeting. I had the amazing opportunity to meet a guy named Mark Hughes. And, here I am getting out of the military. I was earning, $600-700 a month. And I'm sitting in the audience and I'm seeing these people across the stage talking about how much weight they lost, and they were earning $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a month. Now that didn't compute. That didn't compute at all. Cause I'm thinking to myself, this has got to be a scam.
Yeah.
There's no way that somebody's going to be earning what my daddy earns in a month, in that short period of time. So anyway, long story short, I had an opportunity to meet a guy, like I said, Mark Hughes, who was an amazing founder of a company, a nutritional health and wellness company. Many of you guys know what it is. Mark was an extraordinary human being. He was talking about on stage. He flew in on his private jet. I'm not a guy that just recognizes how somebody looks, but this guy was the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gay or anything, but I'm looking at this guy, the smoothest skin, pearly white teeth. The guy had diamond cufflinks on the size of my fist, dressed to the tilt, a suit that I had never seen. I mean, it must have been made from the Angels or something.
Yeah.
A suit and a tie that was just like shining like the gold from the pyramids or something, right? So I meet this guy, and he's just electric, man. And I'm thinking, he's talking about his lifestyle, how he used to sell products. Say again?
No, go ahead, LT.
He's talking about his. So what basically happened was a seed was planted on the lifestyle and of this industry. And I never got involved with that particular company at that period of time, but it planted a seed. And after moving to North Carolina, I answered an ad, and I'm gonna collapse some time frames here. At the time, my then wife and I went to North Carolina to meet up with a guy by the name of the Britt family. And many of you know who the Brits were, in a company called American Way. Yeah. And so we pull up, there's like 3,000 people in the backyard. There's all these Rolls Royces out front and everything. And people are surrounding this guy named Bill, and he's telling stories. And matter of fact, I got a great picture. I'm leaning on his gold Rolls Royce. So here we are again in this situation where you get imparted, you get introduced to this lifestyle where people were earning above average income, everyday people, wives, plumbers, you name it, people that just were ordinary people like you and I, that were earning these substantial incomes. Not only that, the people that were earning small incomes were living the lifestyle like they were earning, 10, 20,000 a month. I mean, I truly believe that people earning 3 to 5,000 in this industry, they live like they're earning 10, 20,000 a month because they had the time freedom to do what they want to do. So I got involved in that company, had a little bit of exposure. And along the way, I had the opportunity to work with extraordinary people. I never had a mentor, but I did get introduced to a book called Think and Grow Rich, which many of you are familiar with. I got introduced to that book. I believe I was 28, 27 at the time. And it kind of tweaked my way of thinking. And in that book, he talks about 3 basic principles where he doesn't name in particular, but the OPI, OPE, and OPM, other people's ideas, other people's money, and other people's efforts. And when I started to focus on that, I realized you can buy a McDonald's, but that's not your idea. You can finance it through the bank. That's not your money. And you can hire people. That's not your effort. And I said, wow, that philosophy is very interesting. And if you look at it,
I don't want to interrupt you, LT, but I got to ask you one question before we go farther, because I mean, you into it, but I want people to really get this. One of the first things that happened to you is you was exposed to the industry.
Absolutely.
And as you saw the lifestyle, because at first you was like, man, what is this? They doing something illegal, right? And then as you went on through your journey and you saw the lifestyle, how it was making an impact in regular people's lives, that helped you build your belief where you got to the point where it was something you wanted to do.
Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. 100%. It's like anything in life. The more times you're exposed to it, the more it becomes a belief. The more times it's like auto-suggestion, the medium for influencing your subconscious mind. That's why the first time you expose somebody to your opportunity, they may look at it as skeptical, or it may not be the right time. That's a natural reaction for human beings, especially if they see something that's so far above what they're doing, so far out of bounds of what they're doing, their job every day. People say, well, nobody's making money in that opportunity or in that industry. I tell people all the time, you can walk out your front door and nobody's making money. Just walk out your front door, and the fact is, in Think and Grow Rich, he talks about, Napoleon Hill talks about it, and that basically 98% of the people in this country by age 65, they wind up dead broke, or dependent on church, family, and relatives to survive.
Fact.
And that 98% basically works for the other 2%. And there's no time more revealing than right now. I mean, they're talking about it right now. Here we are. We got to have a $1 trillion bailout of the 98%. And it just makes me step back sometime, because I know that the average senator has a net worth over $150 million, but they can't give any Americans $2,000. I don't want to go on a political standpoint there, but all that plays into why this industry is extraordinary, because I saw my father work for 40 years for a company to get a silver watch, put his hard-earned life and to giving us the best as kids. I mean, I had an opportunity to go to a great schools. I never went to, I think you went to Catholic school too, right, Troy?
No, I went to public school.
Oh, okay. He's smarter than me. I went to Catholic school and private school all my life because my dad worked real hard, but at the end of his life, the company had issues. The company was purchased. The pension was cut. All types of crazy stuff that I saw firsthand. And I said to myself, you got to build something. As a matter of fact, I remember a guy telling me one day that he was a business owner. He told me, successful businessman. And he says, LT, that if you're not building equity in yourself or something you have, you are wasting your time. And that just stuck with me. And it dawned on me that it's true. And as I get older, the closer I get to 60, the more important it is to have something of my own financially. And I think I don't know if it was you I talked to. I was talking to somebody, my brother passed, and I was talking about life insurance. And a lot of the life insurance in the minority communities, especially, I think we were talking.
Yeah, we were talking
about life insurance. Unfortunately, a lot of that life insurance is almost nothing. It's just barely enough, if that, to pay off funeral costs. you know. But as far as assets and things like that, building something that can a legacy income, unfortunately, a lot of that 98%, you know, like the people in the stock market, they were, you know, the stocks are going up. Look at Microsoft. I probably, out of every 100 people that I know, probably maybe 5 own stocks in major corporations. Maybe 5, you know, that own stocks in like Pepsi Cola or IBM or Boeing or something like that. The rest of the 95, the only thing they own is their paycheck they get from every single month. But as far
as a lot of times, what they don't get, LT, as you talk about this, they don't know how to put their money to work for them.
Thank you.
You know, when you own stocks and stuff like that, you going out, you putting your soldiers to work. You making that money, you know, make you money versus setting it in a savings account in a bank or whatever, where you're not drawing no interest. And that's when we get on this that level right there. That's what people don't understand from a standpoint. And even talking about network marketing, I mean, network marketing, what we're talking about, give people, the average Joe, the average person like me and you, LT, to be able to make, you know, whatever we want to make. But not only that, be able to make impact in other people's lives if we were willing to put in the work. But, you know, like yourself and myself, we would, you know, we talk business and stuff, you know, networking, it opens up other opportunities too, where you can invest. You know, the average millionaire, you know, really, and even billionaires, they got 7, 8 different streams of income. So the income is not only in one spot. So through what we do, me and you, we teach people how they can actually start a business from home, get themselves in a situation where they can invest in like stocks and stuff like that, and invest in other things where they can create cash flow. So they can get in a home business, make $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month plus, right? But if they don't know, you know, you see, so just like athletes, we see so many athletes make so much money at the end of their career, they be broke, right? Because they didn't understand that part of figuring out how to make that money work for themselves. And it's the same thing in our industry. People don't understand that as you make this money, you better put the money to work, because, you know, certain things don't last forever. You know, like, I mean, when I talk to you and I hear your stories, because you've been around the industry, how long you been in the industry, LT?
I got exposed to the industry. You know, I left for a while because I got burned out. You know, after a while I got burned out. But I've been in the industry right at 30 years now. And I have been on the corporate side, and I've been a national trainer and things like that. But I always look back on my life and I say I think the most important thing that I've learned about network marketing is relationships. Building relationships is key. Yeah, you know, I think it's important. I heard a saying one time that your net worth is your network, or your network is your net worth. And that's no more true than today. If you look at influencers, the bigger their following, the more money they make. I mean, there's a girl on TikTok. She can't be no older than my ink pen right here. She has 49 million followers, and she's making $30,000 a week. And I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. That woman ain't no older than my shoestrings. How that, you know, but her ability to connect with people is extraordinary. You know, we didn't have that back when the days when we were handing out VHS tapes. It's more powerful now, but the opportunity is the same. You know, and like you said, changing lives. I just heard a video the other day where Shaq said he was listening to Jeff Bezos, and he says he looks at the approach differently, where if he can't change people's lives, he doesn't get involved. But when he can change people's lives, that's where he puts his money and his time. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So when I look at a business and get involved, I look at that approach. My name may be money, but that's not my first thing. My first thing is, how is this going to affect me, and how is it going to affect somebody else? You know, is it a product that people need? Do they want it? Is it a product that can be resold over and over? Is it priced right? Is the company, and this is something that's very important when I look at a company, what's the character of the founders? What is the character of the founders? Because I've been in companies in the past, and I've learned when doing your due diligence, if it's really important to you, research the background of the founders. Find out the background of the founders, because they have your life. If it's important to you, they're holding something that's going to be important to you. And if you pass something on to a value to somebody, you're going to make sure that they have the ability to perform their duty. Whether it's an attorney, if you hire an attorney, you making sure he's ethical, he's credible, you know, and then get involved, but do it from the top to the bottom. And but network marketing has offered the opportunity. A lot of people may look at this and say, "Oh, I'm not getting in that scam. It's one of those pyramid deals." Well, let's look at the fact the pyramids are still standing.
Yeah. And I think too,
and they, you know, go ahead.
I think people don't get that, man. I mean, like you said, the pyramids are still standing, and a lot of people, when they say that, I just kind of look at them as kind of being immature to like the industry. I mean, because the industry has evolved into a profession. It's really, truly a profession. I mean, people are changing lives through this, and just like you said, it's not necessarily all about the money, even though you need money to survive. But who wants to get involved in something where everybody couldn't win? You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what it boils down to. If you know, when I look at a business, if the average person can't make $500-600 a month or $1,000 a month without going out recruiting a heck of a lot of people, then I figure the average person is not going to win, because, you know, me and you both, you've been in the industry longer than me. I've been around 17 years. The average person only going to be able to recruit maybe one person anyway. You know, that's just the numbers. What did they say? 2.5? I don't even know where they get 2.5. Where you can get a half a person from?
They got that, I guess they did. I don't know the average, but you know, network marketing is, a lot of people got to understand it's not easy. A lot of companies, a lot of people say it's easy. They come out here with these crazy. There's a deal out here. I'm not going to mention the name, and Daisy Flower, but but they have these crazy numbers. And I tell people all the time, I said, look, you can go on. One of my favorite shows is American Greed. It's not because of the greed. It's because it tells you what not to do and what not to become. And when people start throwing you these crazy deals, most of them are offshore for a reason, because they're without they're not in reach of the investigators, the FTC, the FBI. There's a reason why these deals are offshore. There's a company called, matter of fact, I throw it out there because there's a TV show coming on, a movie being made about it. It's called OneCoin. They can't even find the founder of the OneCoin.
Hey, hold on for a minute, LT. One of my friends came to me with OneCoin years ago, right? And he was like, yeah, man, you need to sign up for this, bro. This is amazing. I said, bro, we scrolled through it. I said, the United States not even on here. They ain't even asking for a social security number or ID or a tax ID number. I said, man, this company not gonna make it. It's just, but it's a lot of stuff out there that gives the industry a name. Yeah,
and OneCoin, you know, I almost flew to Europe. A friend of mine wanted me to fly to Europe. Matter of fact, he passed away. He got involved. He was starting his own company. He actually died on a surgery table, getting liposuction in Thailand. And it was a brother, man. And it was a sad story, but greed engulfs people. It's addictive. Money's addictive, you know, and if you let it control you, just on that basis, people will do some crazy things for it. And people are doing crazy things for it every day. But network marketing is based on a premise, just to share with people. They say it's a pyramid. Well, I always share with people. I say, you look at anything in life, any strong corporation. Matter of fact, you can look at your job. Let's look at the United States of America. You got the president, the vice president, the cabinet, the Senate, the Congress, and who's down at the bottom? The employees, the low paid. You look at your job. You look at your CEO, the vice president, the national director, the regional director, the area manager, the local manager. Who's at the bottom? The employee. So everything has that structure in life. You look at your family, your great grandmother, your grandmother, your all the way down to the babies. Everything. There's a reason why the Egyptian pyramids are still standing strong, because the base is strong. And if you build it from the top to the bottom and build that base out, you're going to have a strong business. Any other structure in the world won't work in corporate America. It won't work. There's a reason why. Now, do you have to start at the bottom all the time? When I first got in the industry, I thought I did. And there's no really good advantage to staying on the bottom, not even at your job. There's no advantage. But here's the problem with jobs in corporate America. It's better for your boss to keep you where you are. It's more profitable for most bosses to keep their employees where they are. For this industry, network marketing, cooperative marketing, relationship marketing, multi-level marketing, whatever name you give it, it's better to build people up. It's more better that my upline builds me up and breaks away, because that 1 to 5% that they get when I break off and become a leader, that's their residual income, their passive residual income, making sure that they build enough strategic leaders to build on their own. No job, no boss wants to do that. In real estate, you break away, you're competing with your boss now instead of helping your boss in the long run. But people think small and they see something until they expand their mind. Read a good book like Think and Grow Rich, the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. They won't get that understanding. You know, there's another great book that says, "In all you're getting, get understanding." And that's whatever I learned from someone. I don't care how old they are. In the military, I learned to follow orders from 21-year-old lieutenants who were knuckleheads. But most of the people, leadership in this industry, that's one thing I've learned is, number one is you're gonna deal with some people that's gonna be extraordinary. You're gonna deal with people who are just flat out holes. You're gonna deal with people from different cultures, different religions, different backgrounds. It helped me to grow outside of my travel. We just met not long ago, and I saw you online doing something that most people won't do. I saw you getting live every day. I said, this guy is doing something I want to do. I need to plug into this guy and find out who he is, just so I can feed off of his energy, his positive attitude, if anything, because I'm not going to reach out to somebody, Sean Hannity. I mean, I should have said that. But as far as helping people, network marketing is the only industry in the world that I know that a person can invest less than $500 in and build a business and literally have an honest to goodness chance with the right leadership, the right company, to make a 7-figure income. I don't know any other industry in the world where you could do that legally. Legally. I mean, yes, we saw Scarface do it. We all know what happened. But legally, when an average person like myself, like you, can get into an industry, work hard every day, build people up, give them the recognition that they want, they become leaders and build something and walk away from it. I mean, how many people really walk away because you love doing this business after a while? I mean, I came back and I asked myself when I came back to the industry, either I love pain or I finally realized that I'll never make it to the NBA. You know,
but I mean, you hit it right on the nail, because if you're a person that really care about people and you want to build other people, this is the perfect industry for you. Because what people don't understand, LT, just like you talked about, it's no way you can create really a serious income unless you're willing to sow into other people's lives and show them people how to make money. So if you look at that opportunity, and I mean, there's not opportunity for the average person to make money, you're looking at the wrong opportunity. And you're not going to be able to build nothing really strong. You know what I'm saying? And what I want to make sure, guys, if you're not connected with LT, if you're not following him on Facebook, if you're not sending his friends, shoot him a friend request. He's actually on Instagram too. I mean, man, the guy, I mean, his videos are amazing too. I mean, I started following his videos, and some of the stuff he putting out there is great. And he really care about people. He want to see people win. And one other thing that he talked about the power of the network, guys. If you're around this industry and you wonder why, like, some guy to come into your company, he blow it up real fast, or some lady, right? It's because through that journey, they build relationships with the right people. You never know. Situations change, companies change, right? So if it's another networker like LT in a totally different company, we forming a relationship, something might happen to my company. LT me and him might have a good relationship. I could say, hey, man, you know what? I'm looking to change, or vice versa. And not saying that's going to happen. I wish him the best of luck. But that's what happens when you build relationships with the right people. And when you build that structure of relationships with other people in the network marketing industry, guys, you don't go in there trying to recruit them. You just go in there and collaborate with them, share different ideas and strategies where y'all can help each other, because we truly are in the greatest industry in the world. And that's what you see. And there's so many people out there that don't even know about our industry, never heard of our industry, that you can be making an impact in their life. Why not target them people versus trying to target and recruit other networkers? But I truly highly suggest that you guys truly build relationships with other leaders in this industry, because together we can change a lot of lives. I really do believe that. And your network is everything. Your network is the key to anything in life. I mean, from getting a job. If you got a job and you're a good worker and you build your network in your field, whenever you get ready to switch it or they piss you off, you want to go to another job, all you got to do is just pick up the phone and make a few phone calls, and you have another job just like that. It's the people that don't understand the power of network don't understand the power of building a strong network get left behind, guys. It's one network marketer, and I give him a shout out, Contact Mapping. He talked about how the power of actually building a network. I think he's like Tom's like 69 or something now. Say he started building his network when he was 20, 21. I think he got over 13,000 people in his phone. That's powerful within itself. So, man, LT, I mean, both of us, man, I want to thank you for taking out the time to actually do this.
No problem, brother.
If you want to give somebody that might be considering an industry, we leave them 2 tips. Somebody that might be considering getting in the network marketing game, and somebody that's in the game already that want to take their business to the next level. What 2 tips can you leave them with?
Well, number one, I would say, which is probably the most important that I consider that I've learned, is work harder on yourself than you do your job. Whatever you're doing in life, work harder on become the person you want to be. And the way to do that is, number one, to read, find a mentor. I mean, 2 is just one thing, but plug into people that have positive attitudes, people that will lift you up instead of tear you down. Seek out the winners in life and stay plugged into them. And the rest, the energy will guide you to your destination. Like a guy that I know named Troy McKnight. Troy is always, his last name is McKnight, but he's always shining the sun. That's how we connected. The like energy will attract. So seek positive people, work on yourself first. Just 2, personal development is life development. Plug into good people, and that energy will carry you along the way. It's just like a powered boat, man. Whatever destination you pointed at, it's going to get you there. So those are the 2.
Okay. Hey, guys, like I said, LT, man, thanks for taking out the time. I hope I know for a fact this really helps somebody out. And if you guys are not connected with LT, once again, connect with them, shoot them a message, send them a friend request. Just tell them, hey, I saw this video with you and Troy, and man, I want to connect with you. I want to start following you. Maybe you can give me some tips. And even if you're looking for a business, if you're looking for a home business, you want to partner up with somebody that's actually actively building a team right now, reach out to LT. He'll share with you guys what he got going on. With that, guys, hey, have an awesome Tuesday. This is the last Tuesday in January 2021, guys. Hey, if you're in the network marketing industry, you know what time it is. It's the end of the month. It's time to work. With that, God bless. You guys have a great evening. Hey,